Until now we were building and running our application using the Spring Tool suite. But if you're going to deploy your application on a remote server, let's say it is Amazon EC2 server, then you might need to run your application using the command line tool from the terminal window. And in this video I'll show you how to use Maven to run your Spring Boot application using the command line. To do that, I will first need to know the location of my project. So I will select the project, then bring up the menu and check project properties. Now when the resource option is selected, I can see the location of my project. I will copy this location and I will bring up terminal window. And inside of my terminal window, I will need to change location to my project root folder. So I will change directory to the path I have just copied, and I will list files in that folder. I should be able to see pom.xml file in the root folder of my project. So now I can use Maven command to run this application without using Spring Tool suite. And to make sure that you have your latest changes in the code compiled, I will first build my project using Maven install command, and that will compile and build my project, and it will also run unit tests. Okay, the build is successful, and now I will run Maven Spring Boot run. And this command will run my RESTful Web Services application in Apache Tomcat Servlet container. Okay, my application is up and running now, and I can see here that Tomcat has started on port 8080. I can now bring up my Postman and try sending HTTP request to the localhost 8080/users. I'll send the request. It says that the record already exists, but the good news is that my application is up and running. If I provide different URL here, I'll get a different error message, and this error message is a JSON representation, which again confirms that my application is up and running. And if I terminate this application by doing Ctrl+C and try sending HTTP request again, I will get completely different response. So now when you know how to build your application using Maven commands like mvn install and then run your application using Maven Spring Boot run, you can use any text editor to edit your Java code and then compile your source code using mvn install and then run your application using Spring Boot and run.